Greetings and welcome to the 1st of January 2024. There is a video that will come out after this that we shot before, if that makes any sense. So we just nipped out today for a brief stroll and we thought we'll go down to Fradley. Fradley's a nice place, there's a nature reserve that's good for a walk around. Car parking £2 for 4 hours, and that's where it all went wrong. Because the coin machine, pay by cash, isn't working. It's lit up but you can't actually put money in it. The adjacent pay by card machine is dead, and now there's a pay by app thing. So I thought, okay, don't like this, but we'll have a go. Dialed the number, and you've got to stand there like a pillock in the middle of a car park creating an account so you can pay. No. CRT, sort your stuff out. So we left Fradley and we're now down at Alrewas, which is just a short drive down, and we come across some lovely displays, so we'll have a walk in the sunshine in 2024. Now, Alrewas has a very strong craft community to it, and they've got a local bunch known as the Nitwits, which I think is quite wonderful. So we've got some fabulous snow people here. Probably can't say snowman anymore, it's probably some nist or another. But they've really gone to town, and this is rather wonderful. So we've got penguins in a playground, obviously. I mean, why wouldn't you? So we've got some penguins there, one on a swing, a couple apparently having a picnic. Penguins on a seesaw, I mean, absolutely, why wouldn't you have penguins on a seesaw? And then another poor wee little one all on its own. Oh, no, there's a snow penguin. Oh, I think it's now a snow penguin. I have decided it is a snow penguin. Anyhow, we'll move further around. And we've got some more penguiny penguins, including the penguin creche. Look at that. Whatever a baby penguin's called, there's half a dozen of them in there. So we've got parental penguins and the penguin creche, or maybe it's the penguin ice rink. I am making this up as I go along, can you tell? Then we've got the penguin slide. That looks a bit vicious as you come off the end of that. And then some more sort of random things over here. There's a lot of work gone into all this, and it's rather lovely. It's quite humbugged me. Now those colours, I think that's West Ham. I don't do football, but I think that's West Ham's colours on that penguin. We've got some penguins there called the Pengdemics. Okay, fair enough, playing some music. And I love this. This is probably my favourite bit. We have now got the Esky penguins. There was some reason there appears to be a shark. I think that's a shark. I've never seen yeah, it's got to be a shark. A shark, and I'm giving up on the rest, but they're wonderful. And a whole family of them inside the little igloo. Then I love this. We've got Santa's taken residence in his own little telephone box with his Guinness. And sadly, of course, the telephone box is out of order. And obviously, won't have a Christmas put on top. And then, just to complete everything, we got the reindeer. Well done, Alrewas, you've made a damn fine effort. Cheered us up. A little while ago I just said that there's a hell of a bump at the bottom of that slide. What I didn't realise at the time is the penguins have all got skis on, so it's actually a ski jump they've got here. So they've all got little skis on their feet, and that explains why there's such a big bump at the bottom, I suppose. Yeah. Let's see if we can get in there. Yay, penguins with skis on, why wouldn't you? brilliant work. Do you know what? If there's a donation box here, I'd happily donate, because I think there's a hell of a lot of work going into this, and they deserve a bit of support. So well done, the nitwits, I believe they call themselves. We're going to go find the canal, which isn't hard to do in Alrewas because it pretty much is built for the canal. And Alrewas to us is famous for, many years ago now, probably 8-9 years ago, we went out cruising and it rained rather a lot and we got stuck and we couldn't go anywhere, and I think we got stuck for 10 days all in all, and we were the first boat that was effectively stopped from going down onto the river section, which we'll go and visit shortly. And in all fairness to CRT, just having moaned at them for their car park exploits, they came down every day to help empty toilet cassettes for people, make sure everyone was okay. And people came down and said, "Oh, it's terrible, you're stuck here, aren't you? It must be awful." And we're thinking, no, actually it's not. So anyhow, people came down and said, "Oh, how awful it is for you." Sorry about the backlight, some sunshine. How awful it is for you. And we thought, well, actually we're at home. And after it was obvious we weren't going there for a day or two, we fired up the big generator, put the washing machine on and hung the washing at the back, and it was quite an adventure. And then one of my work colleagues came and picked me up and I just carried on working from there for a while. And when they did open it up, it was like, "Hey, let's go for home." And then one big long dash, as far as you can dash in something that does 3 miles an hour, we made it home. Anyhow, it's not like that today. The canal's just around here and we'll go and find the lock. So this is where we got stuck, right down at the end. There's a water point here just to my left. So although we carry enough water on for about 7 or 8 days, we filled up there and we just carried it down in containers. To be fair, it wasn't too much hard work. There was aqua roll thingies. And we ended up all the way down here. It's always a very popular place because Alrewas has got a nice collection of shops. It's got an exceptional nice butcher's called Coates. Very, very high quality, very nice people as well. They'll do anything you like really. Do some very nice barbecue packs if that's your thing. And we got stuck all the way down here. Now I don't know about you, but I can't think of any nicer places to be stuck. And by the time it all finished, which was about 10 days we got held up, there were boats queued up for, we think, well in excess of 2 miles. Anyhow, let's go find this lock. So here we are. This is where we end up being stuck. And we literally got to the very end here, ready to go through the lock. Just as, I think it was British Waterways at the time, it's CRT now, Canal and River Trust, padlocked it and said, "I don't think so, mate." But we seem to have now, there's a sign coming up, "Do not proceed," so it looks like it's closed at the moment as well. And if I get down here, you'll see why. We got as far as lock 12. It is indeed padlocked to stop people doing stupid things. And down here, I will turn the camera around, in fact I'll just take a still shot of it, is the height indicator. You can just about see a red bit. Underneath that red bit there's about probably another 7 or 8 inches of red. Then it goes to about 12 or 14 inches of yellow, then it goes down to green. So we're actually literally at the top of the red here. And all the fields behind me, when we did have those big floods, say 7 or 8 years ago now, were so flooded there were people kayaking across them. And someone's put planning permission to build houses on it. Anyhow, let's turn around to see what's going on down here. So here we are, here's the bypass weir, and that just takes any surplus from the top round, save it going over the top of the gates, bit of level control. Just down there, I'll see if I can point to it, I'm never any good at this. There you go, there's the little red mark that tells you it's in flood. Thank you, camera. And this is known as Quarter Mile Bridge. and you start here, and funny enough, it's called Quarter Mile Bridge because it's allegedly quarter of a mile long. Now, we last came down here during the silly season, i.e. COVID, and there's nowhere to pass each other here, and it was like quite crazy. People would literally try and work out who was going to get to the middle before the other person, before they set off. So we're here now in nice sunnier times, even though it's a little bit damp. So it's a little bit damp. This is the towpath. Yeah, good luck with that. And you can see the water is very much up to the edge. And this whole field across here, as I said just now, flooded to the point people are happily kayaking across it. So if you are looking at moving to Alrewas in years to come, can I please suggest that this would not be the place to buy a house? Right, Quarter Mile Bridge it is then. So we're going to take a stroll along Quarter Mile Bridge. I suppose sometime I should measure it and see if it really is quarter of a mile. And here is the section where the Trent and Mersey Canal joins with the river, and it trundles down and shares the same path for quite a while. There's a pretty savage weir off to the right which scares the bejesus out of most people, and then ends up at the next lock, which I think is Witchner Lock if my memory serves me, before it goes back to being the Trent and Mersey, top side of Burton-on-Trent. So it's a very lovely little bridge, been repaired in umpteen different ways over the years, I suppose. But you'll see how fast the water's flowing as we come down here, and we've just been told by a couple of local people that it's proper flooded, so you won't walk down the towpath for long. But let's see how far we go. Hello. There's a lot of water. And if we spin round this way, that's a lot of water going down there. Anyhow, we're at the end of Quarter Mile Bridge. In the distance you can just about see the weir maybe. We'll see how far we can get before we get soggy feet, and then we'll turn around. Not overly canal related, but every now and again along the towpath you'll see one of these things, fibreway. And CRT, or British Waterways, whoever it was at the time, did a bit of a clever deal. And what they said was, okay, you can put your fibre optic cables down our towpath, which is actually very sensible because you don't mess up doing roadworks and such like. But you've got to make the towpath good when you're done, pal. Actually, it works out really well for both sides. So we get a decent towpath, and they get their cables put down without massive problems. And there is the dreaded weir. Yes, I think we've reached as far as we're going to go today. I'm sure we could sort of skirt around the edge if we didn't mind falling into the brambles and the like. But that's as far as we go today. But there we go. There's said weir, and it really means it. We've been along this section by boat a few times, and we're always very cautious of it, even when it's not like this, and as sure as hell wouldn't want to go and do it today. Anyhow, we'll turn around. We'll trace our steps back. The sun's doing a pretty good job. It's nice and blue sky today, but I don't think we'll push our luck. So we'll go back up there, wander back across Quarter Mile Bridge, go get ourselves a brew. Oh, we're going to visit the church as well, because the church is quite lovely, and the Vic's not a bad bloke either, so we're going to have a look at the church whilst we're here. Now, we came along here when the festival was on. 2022 now, I think, to do the festival every 2 years. And this is actually quite a nice little area to sit when it's not underwater. Ducks and swans are happy here, of course. There's a lady just gone past with the fantastic floaty swan and duck food. Even the pigeons have come down for breakfast. And this allegedly was one of the original crossing points across the river, but not today. Anyhow, the church bells are ringing. Let's go and find the church. Shouldn't be too hard. We found the church. To be fair, we did know it was here. And this is All Saints, and there are campanologists in residence, that and some bell ringers as well. That's a very beautiful church. We'll go inside in a sec. You're never far from a canal at Alrewas. In fact, if I spin this way without getting too far sun-blighted, just across the hedge there, in between the hedge and the house, you can see there is the canal. So, All Saints, rather beautiful, very friendly vicar. Met him a couple of years ago. And there we go. I suppose we're going to be in time for the 12 o'clocks, yeah. Well, the clock says 12 o'clock. Is it going to go dong dong for us or not? We've just discovered that the clock that says 12 is actually stopped. It's 11:24, so I'll be standing a very long time waiting for it to go dong. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at over here. It's a collection of tyres. An organised collection of tyres, it must be said, but a collection of tyres nonetheless. Okay, let's turn the camera around and let you have a look. Novel, original, yeah, okay, fair enough. We've got snowmen made out of car tyres and a tyre-themed Christmas tree with solar lights on it. That's rather original. It's like, well, what else would you do with a load of car tyres? Yeah, okay, that definitely lands in the realms of original. And why the heck not? As we've said, you're never far from the canal in Alrewas, and here's to prove that. We'll walk back down that way in just a sec. And canal people were, like most people back in that time, very God-fearing people. So the church was an important part of them. And in fact, sometimes there were floating churches, floating ministries, and indeed Sunday schools. I'm just going to walk up this little bridge here, get a slightly aerial view. Okay, the bridge just goes across the other side, like most bridges do, I suppose. And we came from over there just now. And so we'll walk back that way in a sec rather than down the streets. Well, as churchyards goes, this one's very well kept. It's quite amazing to see lots of daffodils coming up already. There's a dog belting towards me, despite the please keep dogs on the lead sign. So this is very well kept. And there's quite some modern graves near. The newest I've seen is 2022. But the sunshine's rather gorgeous. The bells have stopped ringing. And we'll go inside and have a look inside. Aha! The nitwits have been at it again. We have a manger scene. Which I'm going to walk around. I'm not going to walk over the grass here because I've just seen some flowers coming out. So we'll walk around and be respectful. But there's a very nice little manger scene. Obviously complete with, I guess, knitted penguins. And indeed, why wouldn't you have knitted penguins in your manger? Well, I've just been inside to make sure nobody's holding a service in there. I wouldn't wish to cause anybody offence. and they're not. So let's take a walk into All Saints at Alrewas and we'll see what it's like. There are some really interesting carvings up in the roof here. They're sort of green manny and gargoyle-y. And at some point I will bring the tripod in and document them all. Last time I was here, the vicar was not at all against that as an idea. And I figured I could draw a grid and map out where they all are. Anyhow, let's show you the inside. So here we are, and it's a lovely, light, airy church. I'm not sure how old it is. I dare say I could find out if I tried. But it is a lovely building. A rather spectacular Christmas tree there. Done very well without getting that in there. And if we rotate a little. Now, my good lady pointed out earlier from outside there appears to be some alterations having taken place here. If I get down inside here and then look up a little bit, I'll do my best to show this on the video. If not, I might have to do it on a still. But up, I'm really not good at pointing, up there, you can just about see maybe where the stonework changes, and the same over that side. There's a very straight line. So whether this roof was originally significantly more angled, I don't know. It would have had to have had a fair bit of change to it. And that might explain why there's 2 rows of windows up here. Originally, I guess, the lower windows were original and the upper windows maybe, and I'm just guessing wildly here, a result of some kind of increase in the roof height. Very lovely organ pipes there. It is indeed a beautiful church, and of course we have a slightly more traditional manger scene here, and yeah, not quite so many penguins, a few more kings and some shepherds and sheep. Very nicely done, very nicely done. Something that Sal and I said a little while ago, walking down by the canal, is it's this time of year, whenever you walk past somebody, there's always a greeting, you know, good morning and have a nice day and Happy New Year and stuff. And it's a shame we don't do that all the time when we walk past people. I mean, there's so much of a rush these days. Just ignore each other, don't we? 2024, I don't do New Year's resolutions. I did one about 10 years ago that said I was never going to do another one. And that one seems to be working quite well. So this isn't a resolution, it's a plan. And the plan is to say hello to more people. See what happens. Probably not being arrested as a loony or something, but there you go. Right, someone here I have found the lesser spotted wife. Okay, let's go and liaise. We've walked away from the canal-y bit and we're now going through one of the newer bits, which, to be fair, Alrewas has done superbly well. Nothing looks out of place here. So we're going to go and walk along the high street, saying hello to as many people as we can on our travels, and go find the car, womble our way back home, and get some toasty sandwiches, I think, for lunch. Well, we're back in, it's probably called Main Street or High Street, I don't really know, but here we have the mad knitters again. We've got a penguin with a very bright nose. This one had us confused a while till we walked around the other side of it. I'm prepared to go reindeer on that one. And then another penguin, followed by, we'll call that a snowman. It's got a carrot nose. Yep, snowman, just decided. And then we've got another reindeer. And this one's got me, I've no idea, don't know. Comments down below, please, haven't got a clue. Followed by another bright green nosed penguin. Guessing Christmas tree, again, if you know what that one is, comments down below. A penguin peeking out of a sign. Hello penguin. And then finally, oh no, I tell a lie, there's not a finally. This is, I'm guessing, a Christmas pudding. Yeah, I'm going Christmas pudding on that one. And then finally, having made you all dizzy, we've got a Father Christmas. And why wouldn't you have a Father Christmas? Whilst we're here, I should tell a bit of sad news. Just down this alleyway here is Alrewas Cantonese, which I've used for years and years and years. And every 2 or 3 months I just treat myself. And whenever I phone up, the guy, whose name's Tony, just says, "Oh, hi Steve," and he tells me what it is I normally have to order. And I went in a week or two back and he said that his parents are retiring. And that's the end of that one. So they're looking for somebody to take it over. But there is the end of the guy that just knows what I have, even if I don't phone up for 2 or 3 months. Right, let's womble up the high street then. That's our tour around Alrewas. We've just done a little bit of research. We, of course, means the good lady.
I did get it, but...
And the oldest buildings apparently go back to the 15th century, which unfortunately we've now walked past because we've gone sort of around the edge rather than through the middle. But if you're looking for a day out, it's not going to cost you anything because parking's free as well. And there's some nice shops. Stroll down by the canal and come visit Alrewas, because it ain't a bad place to be. So I'll get this video created and uploaded, and the next one will be the Christmas one, which was the week before last. The joys of internet.